Hello folks, David Hurley here. New Year's Eve 2024. So I'm gonna break out my first beer of the afternoon. Just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Japan. Of course, my go-to beer, Kirin Ichiban Shibori. Let's give it a good old pour into a nicely chilled glass. Lovely day here, bit chilly if you go out, but lovely bright blue sky. I went out and stocked up on my New Year's booze. Cheers anyway. Happy New Year, folks. Yeah, very fresh and refreshing. Just what you need to celebrate the end of not a bad year at all. What I'm going to do in this video is take you through where I am at the moment with my Hive crypto tokens and what my goals are for those tokens in 2025. So without further ado, apart from a big swig of this, let us proceed. And so here we are with the state of play, New Year's Eve 2024. I have accumulated 7,631 Hive power, which incidentally makes me a busy bee on Pete D. I've only just found that out. Hive backed dollars earning 15% per annum, paid monthly, 5,066. That is tied approximately 1 HBD to a dollar. BBH, that's Bitcoin backed Hive, 10,000. This gives me a nice tipping. I can give away small amounts of BBH in when I tip people whose content I like on the Hive blockchain. And I like the guy who's running this project, the BBH project, and the BBHO staked. So I want to continue to support him. CTP SB, very nice token, consistent earner, 561. Leo staked 3,500. A live pool. I'm going to be focusing much more on the pools in 2025. And I have 477 alive tokens in a liquidity pool with alive miners. 1,284 Len with Len miners in the Lenem pool. And then I've got Swap Hive and SPS in another pool. Also interested in increasing my delegations in a couple of nice projects. One is Chess Brothers Pro, some guys over in South America who are keen on chess and hanging out and working out in parks. I don't know if they drink beer or not, but what's not to like about chess and hanging out in parks, doing some workouts on the bars while drinking a bit of beer. And world mapping delegation. When you travel, when you post a travel blog, you can pin it and you can pin it onto the world map, which is a bit like a Google map, World Mapping's World Map. That's a great project whenever I travel or head out and about to places here in Hiroshima. Then I blog about it and pin it on the world mapping map. And they pay out their delegation every day. So I'm earning small amounts of Hive every single day, Hive power, that is, every single day from world mapping. So I'd like to boost that. It's a nice little back burner project, so I just want to increase a bit. Let's have a look, go back up to the top, and we can see my big goal, my big mega goal is to boost my Hive backed dollar position from 5,000, which is approximately $5,000, to 12,000, which will get me 10% on the way towards my freedom ladder that I blogged about a couple of years ago now, of 120,000 HBD. Back then, when I made the freedom ladder and worked out that at 20% per annum, which is what HBD was paying out back then, you'd need 120,000 HBD to earn yourself $2,000 a month in interest. Now at 15%, it's $1,500 a month if you have 120,000 high back dollars. So still not to be sniffed at. And so it'd be nice to get 10% on the way during 2025. And I'd like to hit 10,000 Hive power as well next year. And so I want to double my BBH holdings and also boost my BBHO stake. And then with CTP SB, the Swarm Booster, it'd be nice to get that up to 800. I was aiming for 750 this year, but I didn't quite make that. So I think it'd be nice to go beyond 750 as a goal for next year. So there we are, 800. State Leo. I really like the Leo project, and Leo offering now a very easy way to onboard new members of Hive. So I want to continue to support Leo. My stake is not that huge compared to some of the big guys, but whatever. I'm quite happy with it. If I can get it from 3,500 to 10,000 state Leo tokens, I'll be more than happy. Also, because Leo is a very good project to back, I think that those tokens are going to do well. Then we come to the pools, and I really would like to boost my Alive M pool. At the moment, there's about 470 odd tokens in there on the Alive side. I'd like to boost that up to 10,000 tokens, so that's quite big. Very cheap at the moment, so that shouldn't be too difficult to do. And at the same time, the Len Miners pool, this is a very nice project. This is a nice little earner. So I'd like to more than double my holdings there if I can in Len tokens. These are very rough calculations because with the liquidity pool, the balance between the two tokens that are in that liquidity pool can change any time. So I'm finding out with SPS. So SPS is also a project I like. Obviously, I play Splinterlands every day. I've got over 15,000 SPS staked inside Splinterlands. And what I'm doing is simply letting my Splinterlands token earnings, which are paid out as staked earnings, accumulate there. So I'm not setting any SPS goal for my stake within Splinterlands. I'm just letting it accumulate, earns a nice bit of interest every year. But I do want to put SPS into this pool with Swap Hive. And I think the key when it comes to investing in these pools is not just looking at the interest rate or the earnings rate, the potential earning rate, which is of course good, but making sure that both sides of the equation are tokens that you want to accumulate. So in my case, I want to get both SPS and Swap Hive. I don't mind which one I end up with in that equation. So at the moment, people seem to be buying SPS from the liquidity pool, which means my Swap Hive side is going up a bit. That's fine. My idea with these liquidity pools is that you can liquidate your liquidity pools very quickly, and you get the tokens in liquid form, which means that you can then sell them if that's what you want to do. So my idea is that if SPS or one of these other tokens goes up massively in value, I can liquidate the pool and sell it for a profit. Likewise with Swap Hive, if Hive goes up in price, I could liquidate the pool, turn my Swap Hive back into Hive, liquid Hive, and then turn that into HBD while Hive is at a nice high price. When Hive is high, buy HBD. When Hive is low, sell HBD. Well, I don't sell HBD. Actually, that's not what my HBD is for. But it's a strategy that's good for some people. Anyway, where are we? Then we come to delegations, and I delegate. I use Peak D to delegate, but I've got my delegation list over here. I've got 4 projects I'm delegating to. And what you do is you delegate some of your Hive power. That does lower your earning power when it comes to upvoting comments and things like that. However, this brings in regular earnings it's a passive way to earn Hive. In the case of Chess Brothers Pro, they pay out liquid Hive. So I'm earning several liquid Hive at this rate every single week. And with world mapping, I'm earning small amounts of Hive power every single day. So I want to boost my positions with these two in particular. So there we go, folks. Big targets for 2025 on the Hive blockchain. Okay, folks, that's enough of this blather. Hope you have a happy new year and all the best to you and your online projects in 2025, the year of the snake.